All right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our small contracts project. Let's have a look at what we went over today. Yesterday, I did recall we ran our code for you in our IDE. This was the updated code in our contract that allowed us to add numbers to our index without having to add the same number to the same exact location in the index. Let me show the original. Where was the original code at? You're going to show you the original code that we ran, and I'm going to show you how we updated it. So this is the original code that we ran here. You can see it's hard coded at index 0 down here. Self dot list of numbers index 0. This is telling our contract that we want to add the new number to the same exact location every time, no matter how many numbers we add. So we updated it. Now yesterday I ran the correct version of you right here, but I didn't explain to you why we updated it or how we updated it. So as you can see here, here's the difference. Instead of having the self dot list of numbers indexed at 0, we have it as self dot index. Where did this index come from? You can see here we added the self dot index up here. Well, first we had it up here as a public integer, and then we have it here inside of our constructor. Now, as I recall, as you should recall, like I explained to you with the constructor, this gets ran as soon as we deploy the contract. This information gets ran automatically, so we don't have to do anything else. So as soon as we deploy our contract, our favorite number is going to be set to 7, and our index is going to be set to 0. So let me get the compiler right now so I can show you that, show you what that looks like. And then we added that index of 0 down here in our add number function. So when we do add our number and we call on that function, we're going to add our index starting at 0, and then we're going to add our number, and then we're going to move to the next location, as you can see with the self.index plus 1. That's how we were able to move to the next location after we stored our initial number. So let's go down here, let's deploy it again, and we're going to open the file up. Let's open the file, let's move down. So you see the my favorite numbers is set to 7. That doesn't have anything to do with the list of numbers. I can add the 0 here, the first location. And we can check. We can see that's going to be 0. That's it because my favorite number wasn't added. It was automatically deployed. So that's why it isn't at the first location. So we don't have anything at the first location. Let's add a 3. It's going to add number, and then we're going to update the list of numbers, and you can see now it's 3. So yeah, we did this yesterday. I just didn't actually walk through how we updated it and how we changed it, and I forgot to. So that's why I'm doing it for you now. So again, originally we had it a self dot list of numbers was indexed at 0, hard coded. So every time we added a number, the number just kept going to the same location over and over. So what we did is we created a state or a store called index, and then we added that index to our constructor, which gets deployed at 0 every time we deploy it, or as soon as we deployed our contract. And from there, we added it to our add number function, letting our contract know that we want to start off with the index at 0, but every time we move on, we're going to add that index plus 1, meaning we're going to add our number to that uh, current location, and then we're going to move on to the next index location. So that's how we were able to update our contract and update our function to take numbers at their proper locations inside of the index. So yeah, that was that. I just wanted to go over that with you, make sure everybody knew what was going on and how we actually fixed that error that was going on in our contract. But now that we have that understanding, we can move on and keep moving forward. And of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. For now, it's the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.